Good morning, everyone. It's Wraith. We are playing Dragon Warrior, and we are about ready to head into the back of Garen's grave, which is what we find behind town. Last time we bought keys. Say, Erdrick's armor was hidden long ago. Once there was a town called Hawksness far to the south, but I do not know if it still exists. I suggest making a map if thy path leads into the darkness. That's not a door. That's a treasure chest. Torch. Gold. I hate people. Go, leave me. I'm too busy, ask the other guard. Did they just get me to waste a key? What a jerk. Okay, and this is the actual trick here. There is a path out of the back. The harp attracts enemies. Stay away from the grave in Garnet. Okay. So the other thing we did last time, I got distracted, was we got our butts kicked by a green dragon. So our goal for this time is gonna be to hopefully complete this quest, and I'm kind of thinking that this may be enough to get us over that hump so that we can then try the dragon again. We can get a level or two. The green dragon has always felt like an odd thing to me, because it is very... That's the best way to put it. It is one of the first quests that you hear about, and it's kind of the earliest one that you can fully complete, because there's really only two main quests. The other things are like sub-quests that lead to it. And you get it right away, but you don't actually get the ability to complete it until you're very high level. Or relatively high level at the very least. Okay, so we're going to go... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I apparently was getting my maps mixed up. That is okay. So the deeper we go into this dungeon, the harder the monsters are gonna get, and the last floors are actually pretty sizable. That was a little surprising. I think we just got through that entire floor without a single encounter. Okay, well that was relatively painless. Unfortunately, we didn't get too much in the way of XP yet. But we do still have a way to go. There's the silver harp. So I guess, given that... Oh. Well, now let's see how this goes. Before I get too committed. Okay, so we're going to... stop spell on this guy, because he can cast both heal and hurt. But as you can see, this thing's got a lot of hit points. And if you take a look at that, those experience and gold, that is well above what we've been dealing with in a lot of other places. Wolf Lord. We're going to hope that we can put it to sleep. Before it casts Stop Spell. Okay, that's reasonable. Only 4. Once again, that's pretty good experience and gold. Especially from a single encounter at this point. Droll Magi. Okay, these guys also can cast Stop Spell, and ironically, they don't actually cast any spells besides Stop Spell. I think we're gonna go ahead and try and put it to sleep. We failed. So every monster has a resistance to both sleep, Stop Spell, and hurt, as well as just a straight evasion rate. And for their resistances to each status effect, basically, it is tied to it's basically a X out of 16 chance. So it does a random number generator 1 to 16, and so when it says that something doesn't work, that means that it hit that resistance modifier. So in this particular case, like Wolf Lords, there is a 4 out of 16 chance that that sleep spell fails. 1 in 4. And that's actually pretty significant as far as that goes. They're one of the... but there are other enemies that have a even more significant resistance. So there are certain enemies that are almost completely immune or are completely immune to one spell or the other. And some of them, so like the Droll Magi, only has a 2 out of 16 for that Stop Spell to fail. Let's just try attacking the wolf. I think it takes 3 hits, 2-3 hits, and it's not as bad as it was previously. The evasion, the dodge chance, is actually out of 64, so it's much lower than those resistances to different status effects. Spectre, that's new to us. Probably should have actually tried to done sleep or something for that instead of just punching it. But sometimes just punching it works. Roll Magi. I think we are just gonna punch this. Okay, we got a lucky roll there. This thing hits really hard, though. This might actually be one that's worth running away from instead of trying to fight. Like, comparatively to the other monsters that we've run into here. Okay, so we're gonna go up here and get this last treasure chest. Oh, that's the cursed belt. That's why I didn't note to go get... I was trying to figure out why I didn't have a note about this treasure chest that was over here. Maybe I should listen to my own notes when they purposely leave something out. It's probably a good idea. Stop spell. Yeah, Druids have a very high chance of casting Hurt or Heal. So getting that stop spell in is very powerful against them. Okay. Gonna make our way across over here. And this should be the exit now. And the enemies on this floor are back to the much more reasonable ones that we've been dealing with previously. So we should be home free at this point. Now, the Silver Harp, as the guy said, does attract enemies. I don't actually know if it is just a static thing, or if it is, like when it's used or something. But it has seemed like we've had a higher encounter rate going out than going in, so I would totally believe if that's the case. And honestly, if it is the case, then maybe we would like to use this as an opportunity before we turn it in to push our grind a little bit. We didn't end up getting a level out of that. But there were some good enemies there. Let's see, what are we at for... We're at 2793 out of 2900. So yeah, it was a good dent, at the very least. About 100 left. That giant block of text with fast speed on always makes me feel like he's just trying to get through it as fast as possible. Actually, before we save, let's go ahead and knock out the stones as well. Because I think we've still got that to go. Curse Belt, I believe, sells for like 15 or something. It's not very much. So this gives us access to the back of the castle. Let us wish the warrior well. May the light be your strength. Thanks. I'm looking for the castle's cellar. I've heard it's not easily found. The hit points are high enough, by all means enter. So these are kind of like those trap tiles that we'd seen before. Or the marsh tiles, rather. Except these do 15 damage a pop. In Garenham, look for the grave of Garen. Thou must push on a wall of darkness there. Oh, hey, there's actually a hint about that. I was really kind of wondering that. So, earlier, the keys that we were buying were 53 gold. These are 85. We've still got 2, so I think we're actually going to hold off. When the sun and the moon meet, a rainbow bridge shall appear. It's a legend. Thanks. And down here is where we get the stones. These are not stairs. I've done that so many times at this point. Okay, we've retrieved the stones of sunlight. So at this point, we've got the silver harp and the stones of sunlight. We're not going to be able to actually use that to make the rainbow drop yet, because they are going to first demand proof that we are Erdrick's descendant, as many people have done thus far. So we're going to need to find a way to prove that we're Erdrick's descendant. Tempt not the fates. Yeah. Okay. So we've got... Let's see, what do we actually want to do next? I think the next thing we do is grind, unfortunately. Because the other thing we need to do right now is beat that green dragon. So I'm kind of up in the air on where I want to grind. But I do think that I would like to refill my keys. Just so... You only need like 5 or 6 keys throughout the whole game. But that's need versus want. And at this point, I am quite happy to go a little over so that I can do things like talk to those 2 guards and get the talk to the other guards scene that wastes a key. We wouldn't have gotten that if we hadn't had that extra. The other thing trying to think if there's actually anything else we're saving up money for. I don't think there is. Like, we did a pretty good job with as far as that part goes. Just realized that I didn't actually get another replacement torch. So we can theoretically cast Radiant. Let's see if I can do the crazy thing, though. If I get stuck, I will, if I get stuck, I'll use it. But this cave is pretty much goes straight down. Easy peasy. It's basically a long path down, and then you have to go like around a little spot that juts out. So it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so the area down here has several enemies. Oops. I think at this point I think at this point let's try going a little more south and just see if we can handle the stuff there. Like, metal scorpions are actually exactly about the tier of enemies, maybe a little bit more that I would like to deal with. I'd like stuff that gives a little more XP. And given that there's not a ton of... Yeah, I think the options are basically to hang out here, or to go back and fight, like, the Druid Lords and stuff. But those are honestly about the same as far as XP goes. It's about 20 XP, and Scorpions are 14. If we're going a little more south here, we're gonna run into... so that's just a regular wolf. There are wolf lords down here, which are very good. Wolf lords are also 20, as well as the upgraded versions of skeletons. Which are wraiths. And one of the possibly scary, we'll have to see, fights that we can get, which are goldmen. Now, the nice part about goldmen is that they are made of gold. So, beating a goldman is worth 200 gold for that one fight. They are the highest gold rate enemy in the game. However, they only give 6 experience, even though they're a tough fight. There's the Wraith. Okay, so Wraiths are... actually... yeah. We're gonna use Stop Spell. These things shouldn't be too bad, honestly. Oh, and apparently we probably could have just gotten away with not using Stop Spell there, but that's okay. 17 for that, and that's our level. Purging would have served thee well, thou hast been promoted to the next level, thy power increases by 5, response speed by 4, maximum hit points by 7, and maximum magic by 9. And unfortunately, it is actually going to be a little given how soundly we got spanked by that green dragon, I don't feel like we're quite ready for that yet. So I do think, unfortunately, let's see, how much is it to the next level? We're looking at 1100. We have to get up to 4000 to get the next level. So I'm a little torn right now because there's kind of two sides to this. One is if we wait for a very long time to try getting started on this, we'll be less likely to die again. And if we die again, last time we went and tried it partially because we had just gone shopping. And at this point, we have 1700 gold. There we go. Okay, so this is the other enemy that's in this area that I hadn't mentioned yet, and these are Wyverns. Wyverns are pretty nasty. But 24 experience, so I don't, given how much magic we ended up using for that one fight, I would say that that is not worth it. So I think we're gonna head away from that area. The Wyverns only show up in that bottom left corner and on the bottom island. Okay, so we're gonna real quick run over here and check. Because I think we've got everything but the magic armor. I was gonna buy keys, but I went the wrong way. So I guess we're going to the tool shop first. Never mind, that's not the tool shop. I'm very good at this game, I swear. I'm a little torn. Part of me wants to go back to the Grave of Garin. Like, I feel like that was like, the enemies there were probably safer than the Wyverns. But the other stuff here, and there's a section here where we can just fight, what is it, Wolf Lords, Metal Scorpions, and Wraiths, pretty much. Oh, and Goldmen have a chance to show up. So I think that's going to be what we're probably aiming for, is that area. At this point. And we will plan on picking up next time. So, hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out any other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.